Welcome back to the Orange Aces channel, everyone. Today we're back on the plasma deck doing some white stake as per usual. Quick thank you to all my supporters here. 1,787 subscribers, making that big push to 2,000 subscribers. So thank you so much. Let's go ahead and try and get a 2-pair to start here. That's a little bit higher than this. There we go. We can do a full house. Also, big shout out to my members. Meow, Jordan, Doctor, Jack, Thunder Grenade, Josie, and Philippe. You guys are the ones that kind of started off the Orange Tree family. And if you would like to join, you can go ahead and click the link in the description down below. Let's grab a hanging chat. Or you can click the join button in the description of the video. Or in the description of the video. Or on my channel with the join button. Sorry about that. Alright. Hanging Chad. Oh, I mean, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Let's go next. I mean, the game, without any rerolls, has given us Hanging Chad and then Photograph in the first few rounds. It's kind of ridiculous. We could be looking for maybe a 7 here. We could be looking for a flush as well. Let's go ahead and look for that instead. Not exactly sure what I'm trying to do. This has kind of been a mess of a start. So we get the flush. We play the king. This is going to be way more than enough points. As you can see, that's already 3,800 points. Now, Hanging Chad early on Plasma deck isn't actually that good. We could take an extra discard. Let's just hold out for some money because we know that we're totally fine here. We can go for a diamond flush. Seems like the easiest option. There we go. Play the ace first. Doesn't really matter. We're worried more about chips, as you can see, than we're worried about malt right now. We're on the plasma deck, so that's always the case. Okay, we have our money. We're moving on to the big blind, so I'll hold off on all of this, and we'll go next. Could have grabbed a business card there. Maybe we look for a jack here instead of the flush. There we go. Obviously, if you play the king first, it's probably going to score us more. Yeah, 4,300 instead of 2,500, so we're good. But just these two jokers, even though they're extremely powerful, is not good enough from their own. So let's go ahead and grab that discard voucher. Picked up a strength as well. Maybe we can start doing, wow, 3 jacks off the bat. And, okay, and 2 kings. Let's go ahead and strengthen these up. And then we'll play the full house that way, and this should be more than enough to get us through. 5,000 score. Okay. Interesting start. We have money now. Scary Face is going to catapult us into the next realm. Maybe we start working on, I don't know, 2 pairs, stuff like that. Easy hands that we can make. We have an extra discard now, so we also would like maybe like a mail-in rebate for our money. We have 1 more discard. Maybe we look for another king. Okay, we didn't find it, but here's why I leveled up the 2 pair. And with Scary Face, it's going to make our point scoring just ridiculous for the time being. 23k because of 1 joker. It's really crazy. We can buy a priestess. Don't really want either of these. Not even sure why I bought it. It was only net minus $1 if you think about it that way. I mean, maybe we want steel in the future. I'm not sure what we're trying to do in this video, but we're just trying to play the game. We're just trying to... The game gave us this opportunity. I've done like absolutely no re-rolling already, and this is what it's given us, so we're just going to play what it's given us. And we hope eventually that it's going to be enough to get us a decently high score. Cash us out. We could get the tribe. We could get a spectral pack. I was hoping for an ectoplasm. That's okay. Let's do a familiar. Okay, we got rid of a king to add a king. Not the best, but it's good enough. We'll take the 2 pair again, and we are on to the needle now. So we're doing our discards. Would like to find a better 2 pair than what we have here. There's a 2 pair. There we go. Here's a full house. That's enough. We only need 4,000, but as you can see, we're going to score 30k. We're chilling. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see on Balatro. There is that. There's that. There's that. That is a good shot. Probably could have waited for that, but that's okay. We have mail-in rebate now with 4 discards, so hopefully we find a few 3s. There we go. This is still on Uranus. I'm not really interested in that. Discard. There's our 3s. Beautiful. There's another $10. And we can play a full house with this lucky card. See if we get lucky. Hey, there we go. There's our money. And look at that. Our interest is absolutely back already. Gonna hold off for probably like a death or something. Maybe I can get a death in this pack. No. Could rip a judgment. Gives us a normal Jimbo. Not really the most interesting there. We'll work on 4 of a kind as well. And we'll do some rolling. Blackboard I'm not super interested in. Empress doesn't really matter on here. We could do Lucky Cat. We only have 1 lucky card, so maybe not. What are we getting rid of? 4s. Okay. Always good to check what we're getting rid of here. Okay, we really didn't get any 4s. That is quite sad. Bet you they show up now. There's 1. Does just a normal pair work? Do I need to play the flush? Maybe we lose a glass here. I should have played it first anyways because it doesn't matter. Okay, we're good. 25k. So as you can see, like, we have powerful jokers, but we're not scoring that much yet. So we have to really figure this out. We could rip an Emperor for a Lovers. Not really a fan of that. Would like to get more Mars. More 2 pairs, probably an option here. Roll a little bit more. 6 cents I'm open to for sure. And all clubs are debuffed. That's probably fine. This, I don't know if it counts with the 6 cents, so I don't think it does. So what are we discarding? 7s? Okay. We'll use all of our discards to look for potential 7s. What is going on? I'm not getting any mail-in rebate value. There's 6 cents value at least. Let's see. Okay, we're not using that. Interesting. So we have a full house perhaps that we can send off. Okay, that's not enough. We can play a flush now. Play the king first to get the photograph value. Yeah, we're kind of teetering on the edge of can we score enough right now, even though we have a good setup. We're going to need just a few more re-triggers. Hermit is good. Good enough to use that Fool for. I'm glad I held on to them. We'll also take the Overstock voucher. We'll also pick up one of these. We can Devil a King now. Standard pack, why not? Let's take a peek. Did we get anything good? Probably the worst standard pack we could have opened. Not interested in anything here or here. And we could do Arrowhead. We have the lowest amount of spades, maybe not. We don't need to skip. We can afford 22,000. There's some 4s for the mail-in rebate. That's going to help us out a lot. Also looking for a 6 here to play. So let's play that 6. See what this gives us. A trance. It's actually pretty good. So we can go for a 4 of a kind, potentially. Okay, we didn't get it. Let's go ahead and throw it on the steel card. We will play the flush instead. Not sure if this is enough to win. It'll be close, but I don't think it's quite enough. No, it is not. Interesting. We could play 3 9s. That's not going to get me, honestly, anything. Let's just go ahead and play this. That's not going to allow me to win. We can play a 2 pair. Does just 1 pair win? I'm going to risk it here because then we get the trance value. So let's send it off. Not sure if just 1 pair wins, but we're risking it. Okay, 1 pair is just 20 or 10,000. So we're totally happy with that. Easy peasy. Okay. Open up the Arcana pack. There's a death. We can make more kings, sure. Not the best king, but now the king is in our Fool. Not interested in those. We'll roll a little bit more. Not interested in those. Midas Mask. We'll skip it. We'll buy the Emperor for now. Another Fool and Justice card. Okay, interesting. 33,000. We're getting rid of 8s. All right. Looking for as many kings as possible. Looking for our 6s as well. Okay, we did end up getting a 6. I don't need a justice. Let's go ahead and use the fool for the emperor. We'll make him spades just because we can. And we'll toss the 6 out there. Okay, an aura. Interesting. Let's go ahead and aura this king. Okay, gives us foil, which is going to be enough to win here for sure. Because of the hanging Chad, it's going to give us a lot of foil. And foil is actually really good. Ooh, that glass broke. Really good for Plasma Deck because of the chip value on it. So let's just go ahead and use the earth. We might need the chips. We're getting to a little bit of a tricky scenario here. No really good death targets, so we'll hang man. Try and find a red seal potentially. Okay. Okay, there's a red seal king. Beautiful. We'll grab the magician as well because it's good for re-triggers. I spun a little bit too much there, but that's okay. We got saved by the hermit. Hearts are now debuffed. There's our last 6. So we're definitely going to be playing that. We can chariot this. We could magician it. Probably going to chariot. That's as good a card as you can get in this game now. Do a little bit more discarding to look for our kings. Okay, honestly did not find the kings that we wanted. Let's go ahead and play the 6. See what we get out of it. A wraith. Not extremely interested about a wraith. Let's just go ahead and play a bad hand here. Still going to score me a little bit. Okay, there's 3 kings. I mean, I have 3 more kings in the deck. Let's play one more bad hand here. I'm a little bit worried about scoring here now. Yikes. I don't even think we can win now. Let's go ahead and play the full house and see. I definitely don't think it's enough, though. Just barely. Just barely. That red seal was clutch. Absolutely clutch. This has not been a great game. No more 6s left, so 6th Sense is dead to me. We could do hologram mode. Maybe we go hologram mode. There's polychrome. I'll take the jack, though, for the money. And we'll see what else we can do here. There's Uranus. Okay. We'll buy the fool. We'll buy the death. And we'll hang out there for now. 5s. Getting rid of 5s. Only need 40k. We can do that. We can make more kings with this, which is good. Which is exactly what I want to do. There's another 5. We're getting lucky with that as well. Okay, we're not drawing all of our kings that many times. That is not good. This will help out a little bit, but we're not drawing what I would like. Here's a 4 of a kind. This is ideally 4 or 5 of a kind, or flesh 5 is what I want to play in the future of this run. So there we go, 140k. That felt like a good score that can, hopefully we can continue to manipulate and do something like that. While also having hologram, which my favorite thing to do with hologram is get like a DNA. I don't really want any of this, so we'll level up high card and we will roll. I do like that. Roll. We didn't make them, we made them spades and not hearts, so that's a problem. What are we getting rid of? Aces? Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of aces then. Send it off. Should have played the foil first. We get more mult if we don't use the foil, but that's okay. 291,000 now. We've now catapulted to the next tier here easily. We'll go ahead and use our Mars. And let's see what we can do. Okay, I'm an Emperor fan. Not the best. We can make more spades if we'd like. We can get flush 5 unlocked. We can go ahead and use the world and the chariot. And then we'll grab a Fool. We should have done... That's okay. We'll take another Chariot. I'm okay with that. Roll one time. That's enough. And now we have the Serpent. We're getting rid of 3s. Which is not ideal, but that's okay. We can go ahead and Chariot this Queen. And we could maybe play a full house. And we'll see where that takes us. I'm not exactly sure where that's going to take us for scoring. We need 80,000 points, which is significantly higher than before, but it's okay. We're good. 140k for that one. Because we had the steel in hand, I think that helped us out a lot. Hologram really hasn't done much for me, but it's been okay. Mega Buffoon Pack. Constellation's too late. Flower Pot I'm not taking. More Hanged Man is definitely something I want to do. Get rid of as many cards as possible. We'll take that reroll voucher later. Seance isn't happening. We are now getting rid of Kings. I'm probably going to forego doing that unless we have too many in our hand. So we ended up drawing too many, but that's okay. We'll play the 4 of a kind. We'll take advantage of the gold and of the blue seal. This will be enough to win easily. It's probably better if I leave some steel in hand, but we'll see. We'll take the Mars. We'll take the Fool for another Mars. Probably could have waited to open this and maybe we got a death. We didn't. Emperor. Okay, not ideal. We get another world, which is interesting. We could definitely unlock Flush 5 here soon. Let's go next. 105k now. Getting rid of 7s. Okay, we can do that. Getting rid of 7s. Beautiful. Okay, we have Flush 5 unlocked here, so maybe we don't need the world. Let's use the Priestess. We can use the Pluto and then drop the Jupiter. I am just curious to see what this would look like, so let's send this off. Okay, yeah, it would win as well. So high card is nearly there if you have a lot of steel in your hand. Of course, trading card is definitely something that I want. Maybe Hologram has to leave because we haven't done anything with him. A 0.25 malt is not good enough at this stage in the game. We would have needed to grow it a lot more. So let's go ahead and grab trading card instead. And I will take the reroll voucher. Should have done that first, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and move on. 140k. Don't need that one. Wow. Okay, these are a lot of face cards here. Okay, so we know these are mostly kings. We know they are all kings now. So we can send it off. I just wanted the mult shot. This is enough to win anyways, but I just wanted the mult shot. Okay, we got Retcon, which is a good start. Retcon is huge for later in the game. Very, very big. Let's go ahead and make that gold. Let's go next here. 100k. It's fine. Honestly, I'd probably play the high card for a potential at money. We're going to discard it. Queens are giving us money right now. Okay, we can play the 4 of a kind. Could probably just play the high card. We'll play the 4 of a kind. That's 492,000. We did have 3... Oh, no, we didn't really have many steel cards in our hand there. Sock and Buskin is definitely something I want to pick up. We're going to say goodbye to mail-in rebate for now. It's probably a bad idea, but we'll hopefully get it back with like an ectoplasm or something. Oh, or we pivot to Baron. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Screw it. We're getting rid of... We're making a pivot here. Alright, let's see what we can do. Get rid of you first. So does something like this win? Oh yeah, it does. Oh yeah, it does. 53 million. There we go. Baron is back, baby. Baron is back. And we get a DNA. Oh man, oh man. I think instead of Sock and Buskin, we pick up DNA for sure. For sure right now. The run is coming together here, folks. It is coming together. I don't need that. I don't need that. Let's go next here. Flips and shuffles all jokers. We actually don't have a joker order, which is fine. Do not need to matter about that at all. Let's discard. Okay, we're going to go ahead and play this. It's going to copy. We're at 400 million, folks, and we have beat the game. So there's already a high score. And we have deck fixing. We have reroll glut now, which makes things cheaper. And we're on our way to doing something special here. We'll grab a hermit. Could have grabbed more kings, but I want the money. Potentially looking for a mime. Doesn't really matter. Death is a good card. Let's go next. I don't want to spend too much. We'll always get rid of a card here. We're seeing this queen a lot, which is nice. Let's go ahead and death that 4. That's good enough. See if we get any more kings. Nope, well that's okay. Let's go ahead and send it off. Now we are going to need a way to make some money. Money is definitely our biggest issue in this run so far. And there's our mime. Wow. Everything, we don't need photograph anymore. We don't even need hanging Chad. Probably didn't need photograph more than hanging Chad, but it's fine. Everything has been just given to us on a silver platter in this game. We had the hanging Chad photograph early. We've done like next to no re-rolling. Could have taken the hand size voucher there, I suppose. We have to do a little bit of re-rolling at some point to see if we can find a blueprint. Another hermit gives me one more reroll. Okay, we move on. There was that dreaded vampire. Dreaded vampire. Okay, send that off. This is going to be more than enough score here. Photograph did help us out quite a bit, but as you can see, we're still scoring just fine. That's 3 billion, by the way, with that mime. So hanging Chad can go. Everything else is I'm happy with right now. We're going to make one of these gold in order to make some money. That's probably the way that we're going to make money in the future, is just with the mime. I mean, negative ride the bus, I'm never going to use it. It's always going to remain at 0 malt, so we're not going to take that. We're already drawing pretty good here, so let's just keep sending it. We don't need the hanging Chad. We can get rid of that whenever we would like here. And what are we scoring? 17 billion with that one? I mean, this just goes to show. I had a comment in my comment section saying, like, are you modding? Are you playing modded? I never get runs like this. Like, no, like, these runs can happen almost on every single game. Okay? I promise you, these runs can happen nearly every single game that you play. You just have to learn how to play a specific way, and you need to learn how to, like, when to pivot, when to find your jokers, when to do all that stuff, because this happens more often than not. I promise you, as long as you play enough and you kind of understand when it's time to move on and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and copy a gold card. We would like the money from the mime. Hopefully this is enough. It should be. 100 million wasn't the best. Mime's giving me 2 Plutos now. But yeah, getting any types of crazy gameplays like this can potentially happen on any white stake seed ever. It's not incredibly hard, to be honest with you. What I like about DNA and trading card is I'm consistently getting rid of a card, but I'm consistently adding a card that I'd rather have. So it's a really good system to have. To the Moon is just going to be better than the Hanging Chad. It's going to make me more money. So I'm going to take it up on that. We're going to discard the ones we don't want. And there we go. Let's go ahead and make another gold one as well. Try and even it out a little bit here. Our deck is getting pretty close to being paired up, which is quite nice. Okay, E13 already, guys. So we have a lot of runway with this one. Not exactly sure, like I said, where we're taking it, but it just, a Baron-Mime happened to fall in my lap, and I had to take it, especially the photograph Chad. Like, I don't love taking that all the time, but hey, if it's going to fall on my lap as easily as it did, I feel like I would be foolish not to take it. Play only one hand type this round. We are totally okay with that. Let's go ahead and continue getting rid of cards. Let's go ahead and get rid of a few more. Let's copy the gold one. This blue seal has consistently been in my hand, which has been absolutely amazing for leveling up my Pluto. High card's already at 14, which is huge. One thing people always tell me is make sure I use these before I cash out, so I have a potential to find them again. So I will do that for you, just for you guys. Haven't found any hand size voucher yet, which would increase our score by a ton. So we got to keep that in mind. Keep buying Pluto. Troubadour is hand size. Does it have the potential to earn us more money than To the Moon? Maybe not right now. Maybe we don't need it. Let's go next here. 14 million. We cut one of those off. And would you look at that? The blue seal is in our hand again. I don't know why it keeps following me, but it is. Let's go ahead and make another gold. We need money more than anything here. And we know that this is probably, well, it is definitely enough score with all of the red seals. So let's go ahead and send it. I mean, that's E11, and it's almost all gold. So we're totally fine for a little bit here. We got another few antes under our belt before it becomes, you know, potentially problematic. Okay, so there, I already screwed it up. I cashed out before I used the Pluto. That's my bad. It is what it is. I don't really care. It really doesn't matter to me. Let's go ahead and death one of these. Perfect. Celestial pack for another Pluto because we have Telescope. Strength for the queens that we have in our deck. Is that negative? I wish it was. It looks kind of negative. The golden ticket negative does look like that. Let's go next here. 21 million. We cut off a jack. Let's just go ahead and get rid of some of these cards to get rid of them. Okay, I was hoping to find a little bit better than that. We can go ahead and copy a steal this time. Didn't find any of the good ones there. As you can see, our deck is getting closer and closer to becoming nicely paired thanks to the trading card. It takes a long time, but I tell you what, it is very, very consistent, and it's very, very useful in this game. Alrighty. Chariot. We don't need Chariot. Don't need those either. Don't need these. Realistically, we're looking for Fool and Death. There's almost nothing else we're looking for. Maybe a Priestess to grab a random Pluto like we just did. And we reroll a little bit. Have not seen a Blueprint. Have not seen a Brainstorm. Technically, we have 2 open Joker slots. Technically. Could also pivot to Idol, you know. There's a death. Let's go next here. Psychic is potentially a problem. That's what killed me in my last game. I don't know. It might be a problem here. Don't think so. This is a flush. I definitely don't want to play a flush. Okay. We might just be doomed here. I don't know. That's 3 million. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd rather play the high card, so let's go ahead and try this. 6 million. Okay, we could play the 2 pair now with 3 steel cards. Oh, we're going to be able to do it, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that enough? Is that worth 2 million? Probably rather play the 4 of a kind here. Send that off. Oh my god, we're good. Woo! Screw you, Psychic. You're the reason we lost in my last video. We're still alive. The plant can still kill us. Also, I have the reroll voucher, so I'm not sure what I'm doing. I did need to risk that with the Psychic. I really didn't. There's the plant, by the way. Right on cue. But it's okay. I have the reroll voucher, the full reroll voucher, so we can get rid of it no problem. Let's go ahead and get some more gold. Potentially get some more steel in here. Let's play that. Let's copy the gold. Make sure I use the reroll voucher. Make sure I use the reroll voucher. Make sure I use the reroll voucher. It's important. E14, when you can actually play a hand that you want to play. It's okay. We made it through. Barely, but we made it through. We actually got some pretty lucky draws on that. Cash out here. Another death. Perfect. Give me a blueprint. No. Okay. Hermit is good. That was a crazy roll. I should have looked at it longer, but I didn't. Yeah, maybe mail-in rebate needs to come back for some money. That's probably okay. Let's go ahead and do this. We can get rid of this. We can copy this. Then let's get rid of the kings that don't have red seals on them. Okay, we're going to go ahead and copy this one. And that's enough. Need to focus on making money. Once you get this point in the game, it really doesn't matter anything except making enough money so that you can find what you need to find. Because when you get to this stage in the game, if you don't have anything, if you don't have what you need, then it becomes a big problem. Okay, Onk, Trance. I don't need those. We can Trance a king instead, though. I would have preferred an Ectoplasm. Didn't get it, so that sucks. We'll take the money. Do a little bit of re-rolling for a potential blueprint that we haven't seen. Okay, we go next. We'll just use this for the Hermit. Goodbye, plant. Goodbye. We can lose $1 per card played. I'm okay with that one. Oh, that was a double hit. Like that. We can do this. We can copy gold. We can move on. We lose $1. Oh, well. Better than everything being debuffed. That's why the reroll voucher is, you know, not broken, but it's definitely one of the most important things in this game. So we're scoring E15 without a blueprint, without a brainstorm. We're on anti-12. We don't have any ectoplasms. We don't have antimatter. I mean, we're not getting the right vouchers that we want. Clearance sale is fine. Helps me save some money, but it's not ideal. I would like antimatter. I do need something to make this run feel like it's progressing forward a little bit. Can pick up strength. Showman, probably good enough at this point. Probably. We cut that. We tower this. We strength these. That was a good turn. And we copy gold. And we move on. No hand size vouchers either. So this has been a tricky game to maneuver. I mean, we've gotten some of the pieces, and that's why it's hard if you're going for like insanely high score runs or nan-inf runs. It's hard because there's always like a few pieces missing, and that's where the money aspect comes in. You need to make the money in order for those pieces to come alive, because it could be a couple hundred rerolls deep. Not sure why I opened that. A couple hundred rerolls deep before you actually find what you need to find. And every seed will have like a blueprint. It's just how far is that blueprint in the search, right? Let's cut those. Let's cut this. The reason I cut that is because we don't need any of these normal kings anymore. Eventually, I want to get rid of those too, but trading card does seem like it is almost at its end. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 more bad cards. We could probably death those or hangman them. I mean, trading card, if we find a good joker here, we would drop and just keep the showman most likely. Mega buffoon pack. Nothing good enough in there. Let's take our Pluto. Could have a double Pluto. Can't take 2 though. Roll. Mail and rebate. No. We'll skip it for now. It'll come back. It's a common joker. It'll come back. There's a hangman. That's a good pickup. Do we have any queens left? We have 1, so I guess we can strength. We're decreasing level of the played poker hand. I don't mind, to be honest. Honestly, we're hanging those. Discarding these. And we'll just make more gold. Should have got rid of this because we're only going to get 1 Pluto now instead of 2. Probably doesn't matter. But also making that extra queen doesn't really matter either. So, $100 even. Let's use the Pluto, as everyone always tells me to do. Cash out. Overstock. There's the dreaded vampire. I want you so bad, bro, but I can't. This is not the run for you. $12 here, and we'll take the hermit. Give me another Pluto. Negative spaceman. Oh, I thought it was back-to-back negatives. That would have been crazy. Let's go ahead and use this. Okay, there is our brainstorm finally. We will get rid of the trading card. It's a sad day for the trading card, but we'll get rid of it. He was a huge part of our game. Let's take a risk on the Emperor. Kinda not happy I did that. Sell all this crap. Let's move on here. 94 billion now. Now, we were scoring billions a long time ago, but now we are at 94 billion. Let's go ahead and make some more. I should have moved the mime. Also, Spaceman hit instantly. Also, I should have caught... Okay, we're playing messy here. Okay, don't get mad at me. I should have copied DNA. Then I needed to switch to mime, which I did. But, yeah. Yeah, that's messy. We're copying DNA first, please. Holy. Okay, give me an ectoplasm now. It'd be a great time for it. No. No. Skip that. I don't need more trance. I really don't. We can get our high cards from here. Bayou. Rather find a death or a hanged man. 4 planets is rare. Hermit's good enough for the fool. I'm okay with that. $20 is good. How many golden tickets are we going to get that are... They have like a holographic on them. It's pretty crazy. Let's go ahead and do something like this and like this. We're going to copy 2 of them. And Spaceman is 2 for 2, guys, in 1 and 4. He's 2 for 2. He's helping out a lot. I'm happy he's on the team. He is 2 for 2. That is crazy. Okay, we're at E13. Didn't realize that the big blind is catching up that much. However, if we need to, we can always swap over and copy the Baron or whatever. But this has been a fun run. It's just been... I haven't been able to necessarily move or progress forward, to be honest. Only have 1 brainstorm. Like, normally I'd like to have like 3 or 4 blueprints by now. But it doesn't seem like we can. I would just like to emphasize, though, that every run can be like this. It really can if you just play a certain way. 0 discards. All right. Let's make steel then. Spaceman didn't work for a 3rd time in a row. PSA. Unfortunate. Oh my goodness, that barely won. It's okay. We would have swapped to the Baron or something, but that barely won. Okay, liquidation. We're getting some good vouchers. Everything is uber cheap now. Okay, sure. Give us the only queen in our deck. It's fine. Mail-in rebates, good. I would like... I mean, for the time being, I'll take the second DNA until we find the blueprint, right? What it also does is give us an extra hand size, which makes life a little bit easier. So we'll do this. Move that over. So this should be higher than E13 because it gives us extra hand size. We're at 10 hand size now with 2 DNAs. E17. Now this wasn't ideally what I wanted. Obviously 2 DNAs is not the best, but it'll work. It'll work. Also could really use an ectoplasm right now. Could really use an ectoplasm. There's a good death target. Nice. Our deck is getting closer and closer. Trading card did make that easier, but it's okay. It's okay. Now I would love hologram, but hologram doesn't help us enough anymore. A negative green Joker. Okay. Just for fun, we'll add him to the team. He is a purple Joker. It would be funny if his name switched because he's negative, and if his name switched, that would be funny. Sure. Okay. Make more gold. Honestly, Spaceman's been doing his job. We've had him for like 5 or 6 rounds, and he's leveled up 3 times. That is unreal. It should be 12 rounds before he levels up 3 times. That is pretty crazy. All of these gold kings are making me a lot of money, which is nice. We're getting a little heavy on gold. I should probably start making some more steel as well. People in the comments roasting me for not using my planets. It's okay, guys. It's okay. It's not that serious. It's not. It's not. No, I'm going to skip on the cola. We're mainly just looking for a blueprint here. Would just like a blueprint here. No. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, you can hang him. We'll discard here. We can hang this guy. We'll discard here. We'll copy steel. And then shuffle the mime over. This should be more than enough to get us through. I'm guessing this is like E20. I'm hoping it's like E20. I have no idea. E18. I was close. I was close. The magnitude from E14 to E18 is absolutely astronomical. But once you're like deep into endless like this, it does start to just kind of whoop, go on a straight curve up. And that's why it becomes so hard, right? Okay, I don't need you, so we can hang you. Temperance is only $13. This looks like a lot more than $13 to me, but it is what it is. Another hologram. There's the death. We move on. E17 now. Okay. We're going to death that. We're going to fool. We're going to death this. We're going to copy steel. And this should be E18, maybe even more. Because we had about half gold, half steel last time. This time we only have 3 gold. There's my E20. There we go. Now, at this point in time, we're going to have to hold. Okay? We're going to make this a part 2. I don't know how long this run's going to take. Hopefully the part 2 can be a decent amount of time. I don't fully know how much farther we can go if we copy the Baron or if we copy the Mime. So we'll find that out next time. I have to head out. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. This is just a proof that like any game can be like this. If you play like this, if you look for kings, if you get enough money, any game can be a high score Balatro game if you play correctly. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I will see you tomorrow for part 2. Take care. Goodbye.